What are we talking about?
You'll find out.
Okay.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Brett.
I'm Christian.
I'm Braxton.
I did not say that close enough to the microphone. I'm Christian.
Hey, welcome to the Question at Hand, the least specific podcast. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Question at Hand. Hope everybody is doing absolutely phenomenal. And if you are watching the podcast, you will see that we have the coveted Das Boot.
Und das Boots an und Tabellen.
And I actually have tried to plan 2 episodes for this week, and neither of them we are doing tonight. One of which I'm hoping, well, I will find these things so we can do it next week, because I literally drove to Nacogdoches.
I don't even know what you're trying to find. You may not even, you don't might want to reveal
I'm
it.
not
That's
going
okay.
to reveal it.
Okay. Don't even tell me or explain it to me. I want to find out.
I will explain it very thoroughly in the episode whenever I find it.
We're all getting matching tattoos on our foreheads.
Pretty much, yeah. It looked like Post Malone. And then I had another episode that I have been working on that we will do at a later time. But it's not happening this week either, because this episode sort of fell into my lap. So I showed up to my house last week, and on the table waiting for me was a bottle of Mountain Dew Spark that we have not tried before.
That's the blue one, right?
No, that is the pink one.
That's the pink
Now,
one.
when I saw this,
pink one.
I said, make sure it's not expired.
Yeah, it's
because
not expired.
I'm on the Mountain Dew subreddit.
Well, but I sent you a screenshot like the next day.
Yes.
And it's a permanent release,
Which I
not
hadn't
exclusive
seen.
anymore to the Spark gas stations or whatever they
Yeah,
were
I think
at.
it was a chain of convenience stores or something in
Yeah,
the
it
East
was some
Coast,
kind of
maybe,
gas stations, and they are no longer exclusive there. And
which is
then,
good because now they're around
in
for us to
search
get.
for the coveted drink that I have yet to find at Walmart the other day, just to check and see if they had it before I drove all over the place. I was checking one of the small cooler things, refrigerators.
Sometimes they do have hidden gems.
I know, so you just never know. But I was checking one of those, and I stumbled upon yet another Mountain Dew that is exclusive to Walmart that we have not tried before, because I've been looking for some of these for several months now. And then one of them, we went to Jersey Mike's today for lunch. And in the cooler at Jersey Mike's, you will not believe what I found.
Another one.
Another
Oh my God.
limited edition Mountain Dew that I've been looking for since November.
So, how many limited edition Mountain Dews are out there? Because it seems like almost every random restaurant or gas station has one nowadays.
Over the past 2 or 3 years,
They've
it's kind of
been-
increased exponentially.
yeah, it has.
You know,
Which I love that. I think
Yeah,
that's really
no,
cool.
It's a good
really
idea,
great,
too.
But
yeah.
It's just so much to keep up with.
Yes,
it
it
seems
is.
like.
It is. So
because before there was only like
there was like
4 or
Baja
5.
Blast for a while. Like
Mhm.
that was pretty much it.
They were the pioneer.
They really were.
Now, they had other weird exclusive flavors that would come and go, but as
Yeah.
far as exclusive to a location,
Yeah.
Baja Blast,
Baja
was,
Blast
the
was
first.
the first. And so from Baja Blast, we have gotten Mountain Dew Sweet Lightning, which is at KFC. We have Mountain Dew. What's the one? Is it Vibe? Is that the one?
Yeah,
that's at
yeah, that's the
Witch?
one
The
at
pee-pee
Witch
one?
Witch.
Yeah, it literally looks like dehydrated.
People
person
joke about
pee.
regular Mountain Dew looking like pee.
That one.
No, that one does look
looks
like straight up
like
pee.
straight up pee. I mean, this regular Mountain Dew might look like pee if you had like
It
gone
looks
through
that way
some
coming
kind
out
of,
too. Kind of weird.
if you had gone like through some kind of
Well, actually, that makes
radioactive like waste dump before you decided you were going to
does. Mhm.
excrete your pee.
Nuclear
Or
pee.
if you
Yeah.
only drink Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
what it would look.
It just
Yeah,
it doesn't even filter at that point. It's just,
exclusively
Here's
Mountain
a
Dew.
fact they
But
don't want
how
to
much
get
would
out.
you have
That's
to
how they
drink
make
to
it.
get to that color?
Is they feed people
They
Mountain
just-
Dew.
yeah.
That's
And
that's
that's
for a
it.
future episode.
Yeah. Why? How did the Mountain Dew get green? Yeah, that'd be pretty good. So there was Baja Blast. There was Mountain Dew
Chlorophyll,
Sweet
right?
Lightning. There was Mountain Dew Vibe, which is at Witch. Applebee's has a new one.
That's that purple one, right?
Yeah, and it's
I
like
haven't tried that one yet.
blackberry.
Blackberry.
It's like blackberry flavored or something. I don't remember what it's called. And then there were several that were exclusive to like different gas stations. Kroger has, or I guess Kroger's not a gas station, but Kroger has their thrashed apple, which is green apple flavored, which I saw some the other day, but it was only a full case of 12. And I was like, I don't like green apple flavored anything.
Yeah.
So I really don't want to spend money on a 12 pack, even though I probably should have because I was there. Do not want to spend money on a 12 pack of thrashed apple Mountain Dew that we will drink like one can of to taste and never drink again.
Yeah, that's probably what would happen.
Yeah. So if they'd had a bottle, I definitely would have picked up a bottle.
Called what?
It's called thrashed apple.
In my opinion, that's kind of a bad name.
It's kind of sucky.
They could have come up with something better.
The apple that they have on there is really awful too for like the artwork.
I think they're originally gonna call it green apple, and then they were like,
well, that's lame.
"We have it has to be more
Mountain Dew-ish.
yeah."
Yeah.
But does it?
It needs to
Does
be
it have to be
more like
wild?
it needs to be more like an Old Spice flavor, is what they said. An Old Spice scent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. The same people who name Mountain Dew flavors name Old Spice scents.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's thrashed apple. There was Spark, which was exclusive to gas stations, like specific Spark gas stations. I think 7-Eleven had a specific one for a little while too.
Yeah, I think it went away though.
I don't remember what it was called. Dollar General for a while had one called Maui Burst. Walmart has Frostbite.
My mind is being blown.
There's a lot
There's
of
one
them.
called Major Melon, but it wasn't
It's-
exclusive.
it's
It was
not
just a
exclusive.
limited release.
So I almost picked up one of those as well today for this, just to add another one in, but it wasn't exactly like limited. I also am kind of wishy-washy on whether or not I actually want to try that one.
It's not that bad. It's okay. I've had it before.
Man,
Am I looking in the wrong places? Because I don't see any of these.
They're hard to find sometimes. And then you'll walk in
Yeah.
a gas station and they'll have like 3 of them.
yeah.
Not like 3,
It
but they'll
depends
have
how
like
much
3 different
it
flavors.
also
and
depends
you're
how
like,
much you drink Mountain Dew.
I texted him yesterday and I was like, hey, is there a red Mountain Dew? Because
Yeah,
I
okay,
saw
you
it for
said
the
that
first
text, I was
time.
like,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
Like,
You
it's
never-
one
you
of
never-
the OGs, dude.
You've never seen the memes. That's like that. Code Red Mountain
Code Red
Dew
is so
and
good,
Cool
too.
Ranch Doritos are like the meme for like gamer fuel
Yeah.
in
Pretty
like
much.
2009.
I love Code Red. It's my favorite Mountain Dew other than maybe Sweet Lightning, but you can only get Sweet Lightning.
Code Red
in
is
KFC.
pretty good.
What
I
does the
love. I
regular
just
one taste
really
like?
love cherry flavored stuff.
The regular Mountain Dew,
It's just like a citrusy kind of
It's-
deal.
it's
It's a
not very
little.
good,
It's
in
a
my
little
opinion.
tangier than like a Sprite or
Mhm.
Sierra Mist.
yeah, it's more similar to a Sierra Mist sort of than a Sprite, but
Well, yeah, but that's because it's made by the same company.
That sounds
Yeah.
good.
And it's highly
It's really good,
caffeinated.
man. You've never had a regular
Sprite
Mountain Dew
and
before?
Sierra Mist, I don't think are
Um,
caffeinated.
I think a long
That's
time
true.
ago. And I've had Baja Blast when we tried it.
they call it that good old Mountain Dew.
I've never had anything.
Yeah,
I
drank-
actually haven't had regular Mountain Dew in years. I
It's
never
been a
really liked
while.
it.
I had it at lunch today.
How did it taste?
It was good.
How did it taste?
Was that like a palate
always
cleanser?
good.
Is that like the baseline? Is that
I guess maybe.
is that
For Mountain
specifically
Dew.
designed
So
to go in between
this
the,
point, I
the
feel like
exotic
we have
flavors?
done
To-
enough
to wean
things.
you in.
I feel like we've done enough Mountain Dew taste tests, especially after we do tonight's, because I've got 3 exclusive ones that were really hard to find. Maybe we should just like save a bottle of each of them and then do like a complete like trying
Suicide?
every Mountain Dew flavor and rank
Badlands
and
style.
Badlands style and rank them.
That would be people have
Well, then-
attempted to
and then
do
at the
that, and
very
it's
end-
taken them.
Pour them all
I
into
know.
the
Years.
same
But
glass.
you'd have to get like all of the stuff that's readily available. So like
Right, that would be possible.
so,
you
like, you
could
could-
get one of everything that's
yeah.
available.
So like I've got some
now-ish.
Baja Blast in there still. We've got these 3. Then we could just go get like regular Code Red, Voltage, Live Wire, Major Melon.
They don't sell the white one anymore.
I can still get Voodoo. I know where it is.
No,
Go get
not
some.
Voodoo, the original white one,
Oh, the Whiteout.
which
I know.
was
I loved it, dude. It was so much better than the regular one. Like it was the
I don't
regular.
like Voodoo.
It was the regular. Well, it's because it's like candy flavored.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, ugh.
But it was the Whiteout was so good, dude. It was like the regular with like smooth. Like it's like I don't know what they added in there, but it was just like they said
They
we're gonna
they
make
took out
this
the dew.
smooth, and it
Just
was
the mountain,
mountain smooth.
the white mountain snow.
Not Dew, mountain smooth.
Smoothie King.
Dude, Smoothie King. Yeah, not a sponsor, but
They don't have a.
we- did
They
we
don't
used to
have
have
an
a Smoothie
exclusive
King
Mountain
here?
Dew
no,
yet.
they haven't. So we played a golf tournament, like a scramble deal. Like no, it was a 2-man scramble.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, and these guys that we played with, they were
They were
they're
stupid.
decently good, They were hilarious. I'm pretty sure that by the time we finished the round, they did not know where they were.
Yeah, they were drinking.
They were drinking the whole time, and they offered us lots of alcoholic beverages that we could politely turn down. But literally, was it like every time that we hit the ball, the guy was like, "Smoothie King." Just be nice. It was
every time
smooth.
his partner hit the ball.
Smoothie King. Yeah.
Smoothie King.
Yeah, he'd watch the ball fly.
He's like, great phrase,
man,
too.
Smoothie King.
So think about that now.
Yeah. And then he turned to us and he was like, yeah, you know he owns like all these Smoothie Kings
he's like,
Tyler, right?
He's like, dude, the guy owns like 50 Smoothie Kings. And
we're like, really?
We're like, really? He's like, no.
Oh, I would love these people.
They were pretty great.
But you know what even is funnier though is the same 2-man scramble 1 year later.
Yeah.
We played in it again. And those two guys, we weren't partner with them this time, but we went up to them because we played with them the year before and we were like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, who are you?
Y'all remember them?
No, they recognized us, but we were like, oh yeah, we played with you guys last year in this. And they were like, no, it was something else. Like it was definitely a different thing that we played with you guys in. And I'm like, no,
it was this.
It was definitely this 2-man scramble that we're playing right now. It was a year ago.
And all they could say was
the same event.
Smoothie King.
No, he legitimately kept arguing with us, and to the point that we were like, okay, man.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. And I think we drove like past them at one point, and they said like, Smoothie King.
That's their thing.
Yeah, it was great, man. Like those guys were hilarious the entire time, especially at the end.
Yeah,
especially at the end, they were something.
They ended up getting like 3rd place or something.
Yeah, they played pretty well. They got progressively better the drunker they got too. Like it was
how it is. With
it's just some of those guys that like
looser.
I guess, yeah. Or like
I would
where
probably
they
be
would
better
normally
while intoxicated.
Probably, yeah. But I don't know. Maybe they just don't think about it as much. They're like, oh, well, I guess just let me step up here and hit the ball. And then he watches it.
That's what my brain.
He's probably watching
all the
it.
time.
If he's literally that drunk, he's probably watching it and seeing like 3 balls,
right,
like going in and out of each other.
Hit the middle,
and one of them will go in.
Yeah,
dude. One of those guys, do you remember? It was like on hole 3, they had a chip in from like 40 yards out.
No,
for
it was
an
further
eagle.
than that.
It was crazy. Like,
yeah,
it was a blind shot.
Yeah,
and they made it.
Yeah, like they couldn't even see the hole, and we're standing up there watching, and we're like, no way, no way, no way, like no way, and it just keeps tracking towards the hole, and it's like bending a little bit with the green, but the entire time it's going like right at the hole, and we're like, no way did they just make this? And from I don't know, they were almost down by like the cart path.
Yeah,
that kind of splits across the fairway.
It may have been about 60 yards.
It was a long way.
Crazy.
It was very impressive.
Smoothie King.
Smoothie King.
Somehow we went from
that was a very Smoothie King shot.
King. It was very Smoothie King. Yeah, you can't deny that. Can't deny that was very Smoothie King.
That was a definite rabbit hole right there because we got there from just saying Mountain Dew smooth.
Dude, I'm telling you.
All right, now back
White out Mountain Dew smooth.
Yeah,
so I think we could probably do some kind of a rank. We should do a Mountain Dew tier list. Just
ooh, I like that.
Just put it out there. Why not? Tier lists are popular, right? Everybody loves a good
seems
tier
like
list.
it. People make them all the time.
I mean, dude, they get millions of views on YouTube for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But I will. So I have 3 exclusive limited edition, which I guess one of them is technically not limited edition anymore, even though it was, which is the Spark.
Yes. It's still sort of forbidden fruit because
so
it was once.
At one point I was trying to find all of the limited flavors. And I was not having much luck because most of them were no longer being produced. And somehow I stumbled upon this like new crop of limited Mountain Dew flavors.
Now what's funny is we're no, go ahead and open it. What?
Go ahead.
I'm done.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna talk while you were doing the action of opening it up to fill time, but
what you doing? What is it? What were you gonna say? You had something important to say.
I was just gonna fill time while you're opening up the thing.
Okay. I don't know that there's any sound coming from that. All right, so here's number one.
Mm.
Number
It looks
one
like
for the
pink
night
lemonade almost.
is-
It does.
Mountain Dew Spark.
Well, there's a lemon on it.
Ooh.
It is raspberry lemonade
It's
flavored.
Dew with a
Okay.
blast of raspberry lemonade.
Mm.
Contains 0% juice.
I mean, every one of them contains 0%.
I know,
juice,
but
I'm
it's
pretty
just
sure.
funny they have to list that.
I mean, that's got to be like in the contract somewhere, I guess.
Now, the real problem with Mountain Dews, especially these exclusive ones, I don't want to hinder us from drinking it, but one bottle contains 153% of your daily sugar value.
That's all right.
That's ridiculous. That's insane.
Yeah.
And only the like special exclusive flavors like have that crazy of a
In-
percent. Like the regular one,
Total
the sugar
sugars
count is
are
not that high.
77 grams, and the included
That's so much sugar.
77 grams of added sugars is 153% of your daily sugar intake.
Imagine 77
That's
grams
crazy.
of sugar like being on the table.
It's
here.
literally this entire bottle.
It's liquid sugar.
We needed to stay warm tomorrow, though.
Oh God, don't even talk about that. I'm gonna be so mad.
Ooh. Oh, that was satisfying.
Care to go first?
Sure.
We're not chugging today. We're just sampling.
We are doing a chug at the end.
Okay. Can we
Is that
say
enough,
what
you
or
think?
not?
Do what? Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
it's a suicide, bro.
Okay. Is there enough?
I have more than just these 3 bottles.
Okay. I have to admit the sound is very pleasing.
Can you pour me? Can you pour me, bro? So our first taste test today is Mountain Dew Spark, which is supposedly raspberry lemonade flavored. Here, just hand me that.
You always have to smell it.
Is it strong?
Whoa! Look, the boot effect. That's what we were talking about, dude. Hold up. Put the mic up to it. What? I didn't do it. That. That's what will pop out and then explode on your
Yeah.
face. So if you just drink it, holding it to the side, it won't happen.
Yeah. Cheers.
I hate the cheersing. Oh, go kick it. These make me nervous.
He kicked it so
I
hard.
know, that's why I'm like, it's going to explode.
All right, bottoms up.
Was that you that made that noise?
That is really good.
Yeah, I like it. I mean,
Okay, to me,
It
it,
does-
has an odd aftertaste that I don't like.
it does taste like pink lemonade
It
with.
tastes like raspberry
Mountain Dew.
lemonade. Yeah. So
Why
I
is it
actually
so sharp?
Because
actually-
it's called Spark, dude. This is the same stuff they put in spark
Yeah.
plugs to power cars.
Mhm.
It's like charged.
It does kind of taste like battery acid. Like if you feel like you
Doesn't
drank
all
it.
Mountain Dew a little bit?
Yes, it
Like,
does.
isn't that one of the
Yes.
things of like, if you have corrosion on your battery, pour Mountain Dew on it.
Why does it burn?
It's just
I
Mountain Dew,
don't know,
man.
dude. It does have a little bit extra kick than usual.
It's got electricity in it.
It's definitely not the smooth version, right? Like we were talking about. It's the
Mhm.
opposite. Where it's very.
They make this in a vat of electric eels. It's just naturally
It seems like
charged.
there's a lot of salt in it.
Naturally charged.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really good. So I actually thought the Voodoo when I first tried it was raspberry lemonade flavored, which
That's
it was. It
painful.
ended up being like
Give it a
candy
10.
flavored.
It's like Skittles flavored.
It was like it said like fruit candy, which I guess was technically like Skittles or Starburst or any of them.
Or Airheads,
Yeah,
like that.
but I thought it was raspberry lemonade flavored when I first tried it. Which maybe I got a bottle that got mixed up or something, but I don't know. It's very similar, I think.
Yeah, I like it.
It's not my favorite,
I like it.
but I don't dislike it.
Yeah, I mean, there's other Mountain Dew flavors I've had that are a lot worse.
Yeah.
But this is good.
So I will say this next one is the prettiest Mountain Dew that I've ever seen in my life.
My God.
Is this the blue one?
It is the blue one.
Oh,
So just as like a small little like
a
niblet,
blue little window
a niblet of a
and a blue
teaser.
Corvette.
Yeah, a niblet of a little teaser for maybe next week's episode if I can find some, or if you are watching this and you have some Prime hydration, I would love some. Send them our way and we will try them. But I went into Walmart looking for said drink the other day, and as I said, in one of the little like mini fridges up front, staring back at me is this blue beverage that says Mountain Dew with a shark on it.
What?
And I'm like,
Ooh, it has a shark on it?
interesting. Because I had seen it before. At one point, I had gone to like a Walmart in Tyler to get some stuff, and I saw this like a year or two ago. No, yeah, it would have had to have been like 2 years ago. And I don't know what it's supposed to taste like. I'm not even sure it says on the bottle.
What is this?
The Mountain Dew that I saw staring back at me with its beautiful blue eyes, much like my own,
Well,
was none other than Mountain Dew Frostbite.
okay.
Ooh.
Now,
Now, is this one expired? What is the date
No.
on it?
March 21st, 2022.
Okay.
It's like the same day as the Spark stuff. Mountain
Huh.
Dew Frostbite.
Now, this
Did
did
that
go away.
Does that say
temporarily,
200,
right? And then it came back?
290 calories per bottle?
Yeah, 290 calories per bottle.
That's insane.
This one is only 152%. It's only 76 grams of added sugars. So
1
the
gram.
extra bit of shark measured out the, excuse me, shart.
No.
It doesn't say what it tastes like.
I don't know. It doesn't say. So it's
All
Mountain,
of them say like,
yeah, most
blah, blah
pretty much all of them
flavored.
do. So Mountain Dew Frostbite exclusive to Walmart. I don't know if they're at
it's
like a
Walmart
Sam's,
flavored.
I don't know if they're at Sam's Club. I mean, it's definitely blue for Walmart,
Yeah.
and you can't. I don't know that it's going to pick up well on the camera, but if you put this in like in front of a light or on a sunny day, hold it up.
You see Sam
Literally,
Walton's face.
it is the prettiest Mountain Dew I've ever seen in my life. It's just beautiful to look at. I don't know what flavor it is. If I had
It's
to
shark
guess,
flavored.
it would be something blue. So maybe a blueberry. I mean, well, isn't Voltage blue raspberry flavored?
Sort of.
So maybe
yeah.
this one is blueberry.
Yeah. Or just berry. I don't know.
I don't know.
It could be anything. Also, frostbite, that could mean it could taste similar to whiteout, like we were talking about. Maybe more of a neutral, kind of crispy.
Yeah. I don't know.
It looks like Powerade when it's poured out. I mean,
Dude,
except for the
I mean,
carbonation.
it's beautiful. It
This
is
smells
literally
good.
a beautiful
What if it's
drink.
just Powerade they carbonated?
This smells way better than the last one.
Really?
To me, it does.
Oh man, that does. It's, you know what it smells like?
Shark.
What else? What other drink have we tried recently that was blue?
Oh, the Bob Ross?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
like
smells-
That was
It smells
blueberry,
It was
wasn't
blue
it?
raspberry.
blue
yeah.
raspberry. Okay.
But this is very, very similar to that.
really smell the layaway?
You can smell the rollback. You remember that dude? The bouncing head?
Yeah. I always wanted one of the vests.
Yeah.
Man, first year out of high school, I could have got you one.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know that I worked there.
Yeah.
No.
I worked at Walmart for
Oh,
one
yeah.
summer. Immediately
I
after
forgot about that.
What did
I
you do?
graduated, I worked out in the garden section.
Oh,
It's the best
So
place.
awesome job.
probably the best,
best
spot
place.
that you could work
Yeah.
at Walmart.
Near and dear to Braxton's heart.
Yeah.
well, I'm just kidding.
I mean, my
I didn't
whole
know you
job
liked
was watering plants
yeah,
and
dude.
sweeping around and bringing stuff up to the front of the shelf. That was
life.
pretty much it.
Yeah, that's a great
that
job.
was
life.
not bad. That was
Yeah.
not bad.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, let's try this thing.
It smells delicious.
Oh yeah, we
We
got
have to kick.
a kick. I forgot.
Stop hitting it
Kick.
so hard.
Kick. Kick again.
Kicking.
Ooh, that's good. It has like a hint of whiteout in it.
The beginning tastes like
It's
whiteout.
not
The
as,
end,
it's not
the
as
end-
sharp and tangy.
The end
To
tastes
be-
like
to be
diluted
clear,
Powerade.
Mountain Dew whiteout, not actual whiteout.
Yeah. It's got a smoother hint in there. It's not quite as sharp and tangy and electric.
Now, you know what this tastes like? This tastes like window wash fluid
How would you know what that tastes like?
because it looks exactly like it, and it's kind of what it smells like. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
The liquid that you spray on your window,
Yes.
or antifreeze. This is antifreeze.
Antifreeze isn't blue.
Yeah, I guess, but well, some of it is.
I think they
I've
have
never seen any blue antifreeze.
Well,
There's
you'd think it was. I mean,
there's
it's antifreeze.
red, green, yellow, and orange.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That's why they
This
call
is
this
still what it
frostbite.
tastes like, though. What if it did? They
I
just
do
never
really
told
like
you that it
I
did.
do
This is
really
good.
like this one though.
I don't know if it's just because everything else that day we were tasting was horrible, but I thought the Bob Ross stuff was a little bit better.
Now, again, to me, there's an
don't know,
odd
man.
aftertaste that
This
not
is
appealing.
good though.
No, I really like it. I'm not getting an odd aftertaste for whatever reason. I think it's
But
good.
the flavor itself is good.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like a blueberry
No,
like I thought it was,
It is more similar to whiteout,
but
there's something
it is
else in there.
smoother. It's not quite as sharp.
It's kind
and
of like frozen
Electric
berries.
Ely.
Are you good?
You okay?
Yeah, it's just making me burp up dinner, which was veggie fajitas. So I'm getting like hints of
Veggie fajita mixed with shark.
I'm getting like hints of bell pepper. So
That probably even makes it taste better.
it makes it interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
Interesting mix.
I mean, it's just lots of burning in my throat.
Okay. The last limited flavor I have been looking for since November. So we go into Jersey Mike's for lunch today. And we're waiting in line. And I see in their big cooler fridge thing this white Mountain Dew beverage staring back at me. And I thought,
Another one
They
was
still
staring
have-
back at you.
they still have voodoo. And I looked closer and it was not voodoo. It was another
What?
white Mountain Dew. And it was not white out
Oh.
Mountain Dew, but it was similar in color.
Okay.
And I grab 3 bottles out and I walk up to the cash register. And this lady's like,
We're rationing them. Sorry, you can only buy one.
she says, wow, you really like this Mountain Dew, huh? And I said,
I've never had it.
well, actually, it's kind of a funny story. And she's like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah, I have a podcast that I do with a couple of my friends. And we try all kinds of Mountain Dew and different weird drinks and flavors and stuff. And I was like last summer when Baja Blast came out and they had all the new flavors, we tried all those. And I've been looking for this one for like a month and a half, 2 months. And she was like, oh, really? Well, we hadn't hardly sold any, so we still have like a half case in the back if you decide you want the whole thing.
oh my God. Oh, I know what this is now.
So
I know what it is.
she said they got them at the beginning of December.
Yeah.
And they expire on Valentine's Day. Which I don't know if they did that on purpose,
Yes.
but I
They
would
did.
assume Mountain Dew
It's
probably
symbolic.
did that on purpose. And this Mountain Dew that
Have
I
you
have been
tasted it?
searching for. No.
Okay.
Have you tasted this one
No.
before? So this Mountain Dew,
I love that.
Is-
I know what it is.
Mountain Dew Gingerbread Snap'd.
Oh, I did. Badlands did one of these.
yes.
He did a chug.
No.
So Gingerbread Snap'd is dew with a blast of artificial gingerbread flavor. And
Artificial
I have to say,
gingerbread.
I love the artwork
Dude,
on this.
This is awesome. There's
Yeah.
like a Mohawk
So-
gingerbread guy.
Not
Yeah.
naturally
they've
occurring.
got
Guy with an
these-
eye patch.
They've got these gingerbread guys.
I like
on this
natural
artwork.
gingerbread. Thank you.
Yes,
Oh, heck yeah.
I've
look
been
at
wanting
that.
to try
Super
this
cool, man. This is one I've been wanting to try for a long time. When I saw it was announced,
Pirate
I was like,
gingerbread?
oh, dude, I have to get some of that. So I've been looking all over the place. Literally, I've gone to many a store looking for this and was unable to find it until I walked into a random Jersey Mike's today and they have some in
It's
their
beautiful. You know that?
in their refrigerator, just chilling there. Dude, it's really cool. Like the artwork is great. It's white, which is just a great color for Mountain Dew. Yeah. Give them that nice crispy. Turn harder. You can do it.
I'm afraid now. I don't want to mess it up. It came off weird. I blew it.
So I'm assuming that this is going to have a little bit of a spice to it
I don't know.
if it's gingerbread.
Is it just going to taste like
Probably
ginger
just gonna
ale?
Tastes like gingerbread.
Because I love ginger ale.
I don't know. I mean, ginger ale is kind of just plain.
That is gingerbread with Mountain Dew.
It smells like gingerbread. Oh my God, it smells exactly like gingerbread. Oh my goodness.
Oh my. This will either be the most delicious thing or it will be absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where did you get this?
At Jersey Mike's.
Wow.
Yeah. And they've still got a bunch. So if I need to go get more, I can definitely go get more.
You know, I almost got stabbed at a Jersey Mike's once.
All right.
Really?
All right.
The person who always has to one up somebody else. Well, I almost got shot at a Jersey Mike's. For reference, once Christian almost got in a dangerous situation in a Jimmy John's.
Well, I was in a dangerous situation.
Well, no, you weren't in a dangerous situation, but you escaped unharmed. That's what I meant.
I escaped unharmed.
Physically.
Emotionally scarred
So-
forever. Emotionally scarred forever.
Oh,
All
this
right.
is going to be weird, dude.
Kick.
This is so weird.
Oh,
Kick. Kick. Whew, it's so strong.
Did you?
oh my gosh, that is liquid gingerbread.
It's really good. I
That is
like
good.
it.
It is good.
I really like it. It definitely
This is thicker
tastes
than the
exactly
last
like
one.
gingerbread,
Yeah.
though. They
It does
really,
seem a little thicker.
they really
It's kind
killed
of
it.
gross. Like if you look at it like this,
It's not
It
any thicker
feels-
than the other one was.
Thick water.
How do you like it?
I don't know. Because I love ginger ale and it tastes gingery, but it tastes like ginger.
This
Bread.
doesn't
Bread.
taste like
It
ginger
tastes
ale.
No, not even close. It tastes like you took a gingerbread house and crammed it into this bottle.
if I'm going to be completely honest, this is what I thought.
The
Beer-
gingerbread man.
This is what I
would taste
thought
like?
beer would taste like.
Really?
Oh, what if it did?
What about the gin? Do you still have the ginger beer?
Yeah,
We need to try
That's
that.
another. We're going to do
I
that
have
and then
one-
fetch them out
I
at the
have
same
one
time.
in the fridge, but I was going
Okay.
to save it for another episode. One night when we have nothing else going on.
For
Alright.
some reason, I thought like very German beer would taste like this. And to be
It would
honest,
taste like a gingerbread house. That kind of makes sense. This is our secret beer.
and just to clarify, I've only had like one sip of Dos Equis and it was disgusting. But I thought it would taste like this and not like a
I wish it did.
park slide.
To me, the longer I drink this, the less gingery it tastes. I don't know if that's just me, but
It
like
smells
that-
delightful.
that initial kick of ginger that you get with the first taste, it
I think it got
subsides
stronger
after a
on the
while.
second one.
Yeah. It's like drinking
The
a
flavor
melted,
changes for sure the more you taste it, right?
I feel like I'm drinking a melted candle.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, now I don't like it anymore because that's exactly what it is. It's a candle.
Would
It's
you
the
equate?
candle.
Would you equate this to the pumpkin pie soda?
Oh
Mm.
no, this is so much better
This
than
is-
This
that.
is
that
what they
tasted
wanted
like a
the
candle,
pumpkin
too.
pie to taste like, but they
Yeah.
didn't have the resources of
Mountain
PepsiCo
Dew. Yeah.
to create flavors. You know what I mean? They had a choice of like 10 little droplets, whereas Pepsi has like
Mm-hmm.
500
Yeah.
million droplets
They
of
probably
flavors
just
to mix.
they probably put pumpkin pie in one of those like cheese sock things, like you put in like almonds to
and
make
just
almond
poured
milk.
carbonated water through it.
Well, I was just saying like they probably mixed it all up and put it in there and then squeezed it out and then mixed
Ugh.
that in with like carbonated water.
This is like if
Is
you
that how
could.
it tasted? Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is like
I mean,
if you
it's
could
really gross.
drink Hobby Lobby.
Oh my God. It does,
I
yes,
feel like
the more you say, the more I'm like, yeah.
I feel like you said that with the pumpkin pie one too, though.
No, I said that tastes like Hobby Lobby smells. This one is like
tastes like Hobby
it
Lobby
just tastes actually like
tastes like it tastes. Yeah, you go
okay.
through and like you lick the aisles.
You lick the live, laugh, love sign. And you're like, oh my
It
God.
tastes just like a gingerbread house.
There's probably some employee that like has to spray all the aisles with this in like a Febreze canister.
Baby.
Oh my God.
That's why it's so sticky.
They just
Why is everything sticky?
They just get a massive shipment of Mountain Dew Gingerbread Snap'd to put in spray bottles.
We need to
and
start that
spray around
online
the store.
conspiracy.
Heck yeah, dude. That'd be freaking sweet.
I would wear this as a cologne.
There's nothing stopping you. You can take a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to. If you really want to.
How much is left?
I really like
I
this
still
one
got
though.
a couple bottles.
Like this
yeah,
is,
I think it's really
this
good.
is up there. Now, I think that's good that it was released around Christmas time, or I guess it was released before then.
But it was
But
for the holidays.
It was
basically.
for the holidays. This probably isn't something that I would like. Well, I would still like it, but it's not something that I would want to drink a whole lot of during the summertime.
Right.
Oh, definitely.
But I
not.
would buy
This,
it for its intended little
yeah,
window, right?
Yeah.
this is really good though. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's great.
It's my favorite of the three we tasted.
I think it's
Really?
mine too.
I really like the Frostbite.
These were all good. I hate when people are like, yeah, this one soda, it's an acquired taste. Like, what's the point? I want to acquire it immediately.
Yeah.
You do have a point there, right?
Like,
I mean, this-
like alcohol, man.
You
Like
can-
everyone's like, oh, it's an acquired
These,
taste.
you can
And I'm
drink
like,
them
I
for
don't
the
want to
f-
take the
you don't
time
want to have to
Yeah.
to
do it.
acquire that taste.
These, I felt like I could drink one off for the first time ever and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
They're good substitutes. Like, if you have a go-to soda, they're a good substitute.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. None of them were disappointments.
Yeah, I thought they were all really good.
My opinion, first was best.
You liked the Spark?
Yep. And then the second one, or first one was best. This one was second best. Just behind the first one. And then the second one was third best. But they were all like 8s.
Yeah.
In terms of taste.
Yeah, I thought they were really good. I don't know that any of these would take my top spot as being my favorite. I do
Right.
really like the Frostbite though, man. There's something about like how smooth it is. Yeah, it's really smoothie king, bro. Like there's something about it, man. I don't know what it is. Cause like I remember having Whiteout for the first time. Oh, here's a freaking story, dude. So
Oh my
the
God,
first
what
time
is this?
the first time that I ever remember having Whiteout Mountain Dew was on a UM Army trip. Now, do you guys know what UM Army is?
No, but it sounds
I
like
do.
the certain
church
type
camp
of
you went to.
taste.
What?
Umami.
Oh my God. Okay. That was him.
So
It's a church camp
so-
you went to.
yeah, it's a church camp that
You
I went
got
to.
mad.
So
You like broke
you-
your hand one time or something.
that was not at UM Army, but similar. So UM Army is it stands for United Methodist Action Reach Out Missions by Youth.
Okay.
And what it is it is a church camp of sorts where you go out in
And you
teams.
break your hand.
And, no,
I'm
dude,
sorry.
I didn't break
I'm
my
sorry.
hand. You go out in teams to
Sell Mountain Dew.
no. That would be way better though. You go out and so there are people who have needs like wheelchair ramps, or maybe they have like a hole in their wall in their house that you need to like go and fix. We replaced some lady's water heater one year, which was not a typical thing, but we had like one
Hole
of
in the
like
wall?
literally a hole in the wall.
From the wheelchair ramp?
No, bro.
They're just like small
We
construction
replaced siding. Yeah, it was smaller construction projects. But the main thing that you do is probably wheelchair ramps, just because they cost money, and there are a lot of people, like especially older people, that maybe go to that church because you go somewhere else.
Right.
And this was my first UM Army that I ever went to. I was like, waiting to go to UM Army because that was the cool thing. Like
Yeah.
everybody went to UM Army. And I remember, I think it was my freshman year. It was either right before my freshman year of high school or right after my freshman year of high school. And I go to UM Army and I'm terrified because there's like a whole bunch of people and they're almost all like, I'm literally one of the youngest people there, if
Right.
not the youngest at the entire camp. I get put with this team and we're all like, everybody was super cool. And we built like this deck for these people, like massive, like should probably not have been a UM Army project.
Mhm.
Right. Like it was literally like, there was no benefit. Like we extended their deck, which would have been like a relatively expensive, probably something for someone to pay for. But it added like no benefit to the person other than, hey, I have a bigger deck.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. And so anyway, we're hanging out, like having a good time because it's UM Army. We're all teenagers. No one really like actually wants to build anything for the most part. Just because
We will drink some Mountain Dew, bro.
yeah. So one of the days we were there, it got rained out, like where we could not build anything. We got there, we did a little bit, and it starts flooding. And so we're sitting in this person's house that we are like building this giant porch thing for. And finally, our leader, because every team has like an adult to like guide you. And granted, if I had anyone listening to the podcast as a team leader, hopefully you were not my first, because our first one that I had, I'm pretty sure this guy had never built anything before in his life. Because we had no freaking clue what we were doing. We built, the first thing we did with this, because we ended up doing like, I think 2 or 3 projects. Normally you do a couple because it's like for a whole week.
Right.
So you may spend like literally a couple hours on one and then go to another site.
You're watching the YouTube videos of those guys in India.
But there's no dislike button, so you're like, is this a good tutorial?
Literally,
Oh, wait, this was in like
literally,
2011.
it sure seemed like we did that.
They
like
built a 3-story mud house.
we
in about
literally
12 minutes.
climbed on this person's roof after, like, as one of the projects, because there were a couple that we did at this house, and like repaired a hole in the roof. We had no idea what we were doing. But we built literally the worst wheelchair ramp anyone at any UM Army has ever built. I'm pretty sure that there's a picture of it somewhere as what not to do at a UM Army.
That's amazing.
It was great, dude.
Stuff like that
wasn't-
is so funny.
It was not straight at all. It like went right and then straight and then went back left a little bit. And instead of being like a steady decline, we got
Did it
to
go
this
in partial?
part in the middle where it goes down, flattens out, and then goes down again. So literally you have this ramp that's going right and then it goes straight for like 2 feet because it's flat, and then it goes back left. It's so bad. So bad.
Hearing you describe it and laughing so much.
Where's it?
I mean, like, I
It
need
was
to see a
literally
picture
the
of
worst
it.
thing anyone ever. Well, maybe that
I
was
need
at
to
my
see
first Christmas UM Army. It was literally the worst ramp anyone has ever built before in the history of ramps.
I need a picture.
I'm sure I've got one somewhere. In fact, there's probably one on Facebook somewhere that I could dig up and show you if I could go and find it.
Imagine popping up in your memories. Like this day in 2009, and it's the
I
ramp.
actually think I'm thinking of the wrong camp, because I mean this was like you did one in the summer and one did one in the winter, but I'm pretty sure that was my first like Christmas UM Army, and it literally was the worst ramp we ever built, or that anyone in the history of ramp building has ever built. Like these
Like
people,
the
but these
ancient like
people were
Persians
so
built
these people
better
were
ramps.
so grateful. They walked outside. They're like, "Oh, it's so nice."
Oh no! Oh,
What?
You know that this lady had to have been like,
it was better
"What
without
in
it.
no, she had stairs. She was definitely not better because she had
Okay.
she could not get up.
So it actually was functional.
it actually was functional, but
that
dude,
was all it was.
It was so bad. Literally the worst ramp in the history of ramps.
What? It goes up at one point.
I think it might have in the middle. Like, I don't know that it was actually flat.
You just have to go one direction, you guys. Yeah, but
Yeah. No, trust me, you just need speed.
oh my
It's a
God.
speed bump.
So my first year of Army, we got rained out. And actually I remember I had a really good like first like adult with me. That first Christmas I went to, horrible. That guy literally did not know what we were doing. Like, and none of us there. Somehow I was the youngest one on the team, and we had people that were like graduating high school and had been to Army at Christmas and summer every year. None of us somehow knew how to build a wheelchair ramp, which is like task number one. It's like task number one at Army is you build a wheelchair ramp. None of us knew how to build a wheelchair ramp. In fact, I'm sure everyone that was at that Christmas Army still remembers how bad our wheelchair ramp was. So the first time that I had Whiteout Mountain Dew is a day that we were at it was a summer Army, and we're building this giant deck for this guy, and we got like rained out, and so we're in the van, and we stop at this gas station for whatever reason, and everyone's like, "Oh, let's go in and get a drink," and I'm like, "I have no money with me. Like, I don't know how I made it out to the job site with no money." But I had literally had no money. And so one of the girls that I had like the biggest crush on after that week, because she was like super freaking awesome. But she was like going to college.
And she bought you.
She bought me.
That's all it takes. We're simple men. We just like
"What
someone
do you
to buy
want?"
us Whiteout Mountain Dew.
Because it was raining. And she's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, I don't know. Just give me like a Mountain Dew. So she comes back with a Whiteout Mountain Dew. And she was like, "I've never seen this one before. I thought it might be good." And she's like, she like walks into the van and she's like, "I'm gonna buy you a drink." And like starts singing and like,
Oh my God. And that was the greatest day of your life.
So then I like vividly remember trying Whiteout Mountain Dew for the first time just because of like the situation.
Yeah.
So good. But yeah, literally at Christmas Army, we built the worst ramp. We're going to have to like have
you laughing at that is really funny. You're crying laughing just thinking about this.
It is so bad, man. I'm sure I could find somebody that I was on that team with the first year and get them to call in and tell about how terrible that ramp was.
I might be able to find a picture of it because I'm the archivist at the church now, and I bet
I don't know if it's there.
There might
or
be a
not.
picture of
There
it
might
because they
be.
have albums.
I'm pretty
upon
sure.
albums
I'm
upon
pretty sure there's
albums.
one on Facebook that I could find. I'll look after we get done.
Well, if you can't find it,
But
just let
yeah,
me know.
literally the worst.
We've got fingers inside.
We got
literally
plants everywhere.
the worst. Oh my God. I can't believe that anyone actually
Now,
let us.
now I'm just thinking the humor at you said of like it goes up.
I can't.
Just what if it just went up? It never went down. You built it the wrong direction.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't believe that we actually finished. I can't believe we actually finished that Christmas Army and no one tore that ramp down and built a new one.
Right.
It was so bad.
They may have and didn't tell you a lot of pity.
They may have gone back the next day and literally fixed it because it was, dude, it was so bad. You would have had to take the whole thing apart, but we had already concreted these posts in the ground.
Yeah, that's the
They
problem.
were not straight.
You didn't put up little strings.
We didn't know what we were doing, dude. I'm telling you, we had a guy who it was our like adult leader for this Army that had never been to a Army before, had no idea, like no prior building experience, literally not know anything.
Yeah. Because it's tough if you don't know.
And it was so funny. And then somehow he came back the next Christmas Army. And guess who was my work team adult? That guy again. And I was like, well, I guess I'm just stuck with this guy. So like I literally went back because I was like, we hung out with, because the people that are running this are just youth directors at Christmas Army. And so we would go and like hang out with them in our free time. And they would be like, so how's he doing? And I'm like, dude, he doesn't know anything that's going on. And I was like, it's just as bad as last year. And they were like, please tell me you're not going to build another ramp. I think we legitimately did not build a ramp that year just because of how bad it was the year before.
And then that's when they built a giant Trojan horse. Giant wooden
A giant wooden badger.
A badger. Okay, so to cap off the episode, we're gonna do a suicide Mountain Dew chug. Loser of said chug gets to plan an in-depth podcast episode that we'll record in a couple weeks once we get through all these that we already have planned.
Now, my question is, I think the only fair way to make sure to know who won is you're going to have to watch the playback. I don't think there's going to be a clear enough.
I don't know.
Unless
We'll see.
like someone like chokes on it.
Last
You know what
one,
I mean?
last one to get the boot down.
Wait, what? To set the boot down?
Yeah.
I don't like that. That makes me nervous.
Well, I mean, don't break the boot.
That's why it makes me nervous. What?
I also kind of want to ponder the flavor a little bit. So
Do you
I'm
want to
not
take a
excited
sip,
about
a courtesy
chugging.
sip? Yeah, we'll all take a courtesy sip beforehand, right?
just to taste it.
I agree with that. Oh my God. Don't touch that mouse.
All right, I'm gonna keep one of each just so we have.
What I was going to say earlier is it's kind of, I know we don't have to explain it, but it is kind of funny if someone was coming out of context where they have the question, wait, but why are they trying Mountain Dew?
What do you mean?
There's no good answer to that question, but I just wanted to bring up that someone may ask that question
I don't know.
And we don't
anybody
have an
want
answer.
the rest of these.
We like Mountain
because we've
Dew.
done it before.
I can do it.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
you need to do
A third, and a third.
half of one of these.
That won't fit in the boot.
I mean, I don't even know if these boots will they'll probably hold like a full bottle. So you could do like a little bit of each, and then
Try to
just
do
see where
a,
you're
try
at.
to do a
These are-
third of the
You-
bottle.
we're only
liter.
filling it to like this fill line up here. That's
Yeah.
going to be our chug. We're not going full Badlands top of boot.
Well, yeah, that would make me.
Spill everything.
Yeah. You want me to? Well, I'll wait. Give me that assembly line style.
You need this one?
I need a little bit more of the pink, I think.
Sure, we can make that happen.
Gingerbread Snap'd. And now it's over. You put bacon in yours too, Christian?
I want a little more. Mark. I put that one in first.
You know what else we should do? Take a lid, throw it at the camera. Just like
Oh my
Badlands.
God.
Okay.
Manscaped.
We can do that. Got me feeling good from head to feet.
Yeah, he raps about it.
Manscaped got me feeling hotel suite.
Dude, even though
It's got him feeling like a hotel suite.
all of us probably have just a little bit different amount of each one in our cups,
It should be really close.
they all look the exact same color. They're all light blue.
All right.
Ugh. I don't know.
Courtesy sip. Courtesy sip.
There.
Courtesy sip. Yeah, I'll put it up. It's pretty good.
Something to
Not bad.
It's not bad.
It
be
does
worse.
seem to me though like they mute each other's flavors.
A little bit.
It's kind of overall less flavorful because they're all mixed together.
All right. Everybody have their cap.
Oh my God. Wait. Oh, yeah. My God. Why am I scared? You know why I'm scared? Of slamming the boot down. I'm not afraid of drinking the soda.
You ready?
Yeah.
Go. Dang.
Don't touch that mouse.
We
You
all missed.
flicked that so hard. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Kick.
Okay.
I don't like choking.
Kick.
Probably
Kick.
go slow.
Kick. All right. Now, Badlands
I
style.
didn't get him.
Is it gonna be 3, 2, 1,
Can
drink?
you just clink this, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
We'll
gonna go
on.
3, 2, 1. Then you go.
Okay.
Wait. When?
After you go, and you should go for it.
Okay.
Dude,
Well, someone needs to say go.
full bad. Well, I mean, whoever wants to say go. You want to say go?
I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Not really.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Go. It's
Oh,
too
my
cold.
throat. It's so spicy.
It's too cold for me. Oh my god. You did it, dude.
Is that just like Badlands?
You're making me laugh.
Go. Braxton's finished. Brett's last one down.
Dang it.
Brett
Oh
is the
my God,
last
dude.
one down.
It's in there. It's all in there.
You gonna throw up now? Where did he
He
go?
may be throwing up. I don't know.
That was awesome. I felt like Badlands
You
chugs,
You did
bro.
good. You finished way before all the rest of us.
Woo!
Like me, Christian, and Braxton were all within like
Yeah,
2 seconds of each
Y'all
other.
said it's so cold, and I'm like,
See,
power through, baby, power
the
through.
coldness isn't what got me. It was
Fridge
the
cold.
It was
Carbonation
the
buildup,
carbonation
kind of?
in my throat.
Yeah,
that
fridge
made me
cold.
sad.
That's what's weird.
It
yeah.
is. We were fridge cold. I had put it in a cooler.
Yeah.
So that this is only half a liter. This just
I
makes
know, bro.
me even more impressed
By Badlands
with
chugs.
Badlands.
How much is
Absolutely.
his? Is it 2?
It's a 2 liter, and he can do it in 10 seconds.
I could do it, but I think I might throw up.
Now
Yeah,
I could
that
do
took
it
all
with
of us.
water,
Ugh.
but not
Except
with
for,
soda.
I mean, you probably for 15 to 20 seconds.
I don't know.
I think all the rest of us were probably like 40 seconds.
we may have to put a timer on it and
Yeah.
see.
is
I
that
know.
how you feel right
I just
now?
know I felt awesome whenever I finished, and you guys still had half a boot.
Mhm.
I was
did,
like,
because I got
Badlands.
to about here, and then I was like, it's not.
It's
It's no more's gonna go down.
the
in a second
carbonation
right
is what
now.
got me.
Yeah, man, I'll just title
I can-
this
I can
"Chugging
chug
Like
water
Badlands" and see if he reaches
and-
out. If he wants to,
Oh my
dude,
God.
I would definitely like
By a Manscaped.
see if I
Oh.
could. I would just like to see if I could even keep up with Badlands in any way, because you know that man is trained.
He's a
in the
pro.
way, like he is literally the best when it comes to chugging.
Oh my God.
And then you've got like other
I feel
guys.
simultaneously
does-
like I can run a mile now and sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, I would like to see like how close I would be.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I could beat him by any means. I mean, I probably did this in the same
Right.
amount
with,
of time
with
that
him,
he did.
him as the
I think I
mark,
was.
right?
I think I was probably sub 10, dude.
You may have been.
you need to time it.
I'll time it and see, because it would. I think it would have been close. But yeah, dude, I just want to see how far I would be, like how long it would actually take me to chug a 2-liter boot,
Yeah.
where he does it in like 10 or 15 seconds.
You never chugged before?
You've never chugged at all?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I have before when I'm extremely thirsty. Soda and water. I've
Yeah.
dude, Gatorade.
drank a lot more than that, like in one.
Gatorade goes down smoother than anything I've ever had,
Mm.
for whatever reason. Like I remember those nights where you like go and you're like playing soccer or whatever, wake up in the middle of the night, like, man, I'm so thirsty. Just go grab like a cold Gatorade. It's down like
Immediately.
immediately. Yeah.
Or like when you, it's always that middle of the night drink when you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I'm thirsty. And you go, now, I don't know about y'all, but of course, you wouldn't be surprised to know that
Yours is water.
I keep a big cup of water next to my bed.
Oh, yeah.
And more often than not, I wake up in the middle of the night and drink probably
Most
about
of it?
90% of the water in that cup in
Yeah.
one, like, I'm like,
I used
Yeah.
to do that a lot. I don't really do that
And it's
anymore.
so
But
good.
I do always keep a
It
water
tastes-
bottle next to my
nothing
bed.
tastes
just in
as good
case.
as that.
No,
Yeah.
no. It's like it's like having water for the first time after being out in the desert.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
It's like finding.
Usually
new
whenever I do
creation.
my water chug, it's after I finish mowing in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you love mowing.
I mean,
I
wouldn't necessarily say I love mowing.
mowing
but-
with your electric
Because wasn't that
lawnmower.
a joke
Dude.
we made?
My electric lawnmowers.
Didn't somebody
Freaking
joke
awesome.
about that recently? About
What?
how you like mowing? Or was that somebody
Uh,
else?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
But yeah.
Maybe
Did you make a mowing
Maybe I
joke?
made that up.
I've never made a mowing joke in my life.
Yes, shut up.
Don't accuse me of that.
But yeah, after you finish
accuser.
mowing the lawn when it's like 95 degrees outside and you just sweated probably an entire liter of water.
You're like, man,
Now,
I
do
could really
you
go.
like-
You sweat out a
Do
bottle
you
of
like
Yoo-Hoo
a
you drank in the
fridge
8th grade.
cold water, or do you like room temp, or even hot
I
or warm?
I prefer, especially if I'm going to chug the water, room temperature.
You're like, man, I could really go for some grass soda.
After mowing.
I do think I do think there's something to like slightly warmer than room temperature water.
Yeah. The best I've ever been able to chug water is when I like pour like a glass of cold water and then forget it and come back to it like, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour later when it's still very cold relatively to the room and it's not warm, but it goes down so easily.
So easy.
And, and there's sweat on the side of it like a commercial. It's just so good.
And I
Heck
mean,
yeah.
I guess this isn't necessarily room temperature, but just straight out of the tap.
Oh yeah.
Straight out of the tap water
Yeah.
is probably about as good as it gets.
I love
Depending
tap
on
water.
where you live.
So
Yeah,
you like
that is
tap,
true. That
so
is
you
true.
like tap water.
Oh yeah.
Do you like tap water?
Mm-hmm.
Do
Well, when it,
you put it through like a Brita or something though, don't you?
yeah, but like our water that
Yeah.
like I grew up with, I always like the taste of it
Mhm.
for the most part.
You always like the taste of it.
Yeah, just tap water.
Yeah, I think our water is like the best tasting water.
Mhm.
Like I
And
like
I
it.
think some of that is like conditioned, like it's what you know,
Mhm.
so it's like the best.
Yeah, like
I guess, yeah.
whenever I grew up in the Lubbock area, and I used to think that Lubbock water was the best water.
But
And
in
then now
reality,
that
it's
I've,
extremely
now that
hard.
I've lived away from there for 10 years or so, now whenever I go back, I'm like, this water
Because
does
Lubbock
not
has super
taste
like
that good.
hard water, right?
Really?
Yeah, it tastes very chlorinated.
Yeah, we have very soft water here
It
too.
tastes like swimming
Mhm.
pool water.
It is
almost.
so good, dude. I don't know what it is about our water. Probably the lack of minerals. That's why I'm pretty sure that is.
Well, it's lack of hard minerals. We don't have any hard minerals.
yeah, I'm pretty
like,
sure.
All of the Western United
I'm
States.
pretty
does,
sure that's why
basically.
all the kids on our football team are not very big. And I'm pretty sure because I like for real playing soccer growing up in like we were playing in Dallas every week. Like all of those kids were so much bigger than us for whatever reason, and I literally think it's because of the water.
Maybe.
I think that whatever like minerals and stuff that they've got in their water is
There's
like
something in
it's
the water.
literally causing them
Steroids.
to grow more. So I don't know that it's steroids, but I do think there's definitely something to like all those minerals, like helping you grow. I don't know. I feel that way very
Water.
strongly.
I don't
Do,
know.
do you like just like tap water
No,
at all?
no.
What do you drink then?
Water from a bottle.
Like all the time, bottled water?
What do you buy?
Are you particular about it?
Not at all. I just don't like Dasani.
Well, yeah, no one likes Dasani.
Even
But-
Dasani doesn't like
No.
Dasani.
I don't care. I just like drinking out of a gallon jug. And ever since I've had Prosmia, tap water's been really bad. It used to be just fine,
But now it tastes
but then
strange.
it just tastes very strange.
Hmm.
So I'm on the bottled water gang.
Do you have a preference of bottled water?
I like Ozarka.
Ozarka's good.
And you know why it tastes so good? Because it's bottled in Huntsville, Texas and in Arkansas. So it tastes like,
Proudly Texan.
yeah, I brought an Ozarka in there.
It tastes proudly Texan.
I think my favorite bottled water is Smart Water.
Really?
I like Smart Water.
I'm not a fan of Smart Water. It has like this weird, like taste to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, most of the time we drink like great value water.
Yeah, I mean,
I like Ozarka. I actually have like 2 things of Ozarka in my truck from where we went to Arkansas a couple months ago. They just stay in my truck all the time. I've like always kept like a big package of water in my car, in my truck. I'll tell you what, dude. The coldest water you will ever have is in the back
Ice.
in the back floorboard. Or like, I guess like just room temperature. The coldest room temperature water you'll ever have is in like the floorboard of a Jeep. Like the back floorboard of a Jeep on a really hot day. For whatever reason, it always stays like 60 degrees.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
true. In the summer, the floorboards of cars, even though it's hot in the car, they will
Dude,
be
it could
cooler.
be 112 degrees in the car where you're like, you get in and crank it and stand outside because it's so freaking hot. And you reach back there and grab a water bottle and it's cold. I don't know how it does it. I know
These
that like,
are the things in my Jeep.
I'm sorry, I've almost broke
so
here.
the coldest water that I've ever felt come out of the tap is at Braxton's house during the wintertime.
Yeah, dude.
Whenever we've
yeah,
been
dude.
watching movies over there and I need to take a bathroom break or
it is
something, I
really
wash my
cold.
hands and I'm like, oh my gosh, this
It
is
is
like about
it
to
is
freeze
really
my hands off.
cold.
Yeah, dude.
It is really cold.
I don't know if we watched a movie around the same time as the snowpocalypse, but if we did,
No,
That was
in
whenever-
the winter, my water, like cold water, is just that cold.
It's
freezing
literally that cold. Yeah, which right now
It
it
takes
is
a
not
long
even cold
time.
enough outside to be that cold. But
No, it takes a long time for
Yeah.
hot water to come on in some spots.
yeah,
It is really
it's
cold.
left an impact on me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think I've ever felt water come out of the tap that cold. Like it seriously feels like it's only
Yeah.
a couple of
I
degrees
think I
away
may
from
know
freezing.
why. Is the water line in front of my house? You know, there's a big circle thing.
Yeah.
That's paved. When they redid the water line, which is probably like 20 or 30 years ago, that had been paved. So what they did was the water line is there near my gate. They ran it underneath that, and it comes up where my little plastic things are. You know, where your water
Yeah.
heater is.
Yeah.
Well, when they did that, when they ran the pipe, they ran it like way deeper into the ground than they were supposed to. So before it gets to my house, it plunges, you know what I mean, way deeper than the
Into the
average
depths.
water line, right? So it's in that ground. It's really, really cold, I bet, where it sits before it
Yeah.
goes into my house.
I would think it'd actually be warmer with it being that deep in the winter.
Well, it would be more neutral in general over like all the time,
Yeah.
but it would definitely be like,
Whenever there's
Cooler.
extended amounts of coldness.
because there's nothing
gets
down there.
really cold.
It's there's complete absence of heat,
The complete absence of heat.
right?
water
You know what I mean?
plunges
There's-
into
there's
the
no-
depths of
It doesn't go so deep that it gets close to the mantle.
exactly. You can't go too deep, and then you hit the. Oh my
It's
god!
still in the crust, guys. It's still in the crust.
Oh my god! Anyway, now that we've gone through
Do you
plumbing
know how
logistics,
deep they would have to dig it to get to the mantle? Oh my god! That is
the fact that we know it's called the mantle is hilarious. I mean, it's
Dude,
good that we know it,
you
but
know
it's
what is
funny though that we
terrifying?
remember that, right?
is how deep that they say that the crust is
To get to the mantle.
to get to the mantle.
yeah, and the little picture in
And
the
then-
textbook, it's like this big. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
we could dig there.
You're like, oh man, I could go back and dig that hole. But no, it's literally like thousands and thousands of feet down. And then you get to the mantle, which was like the biggest freaking part of the earth. And then you have the core, which is like thicker than the crust. And
Yeah.
you're like, you're telling me that the core goes all the way up through the mantle to make a volcano. Do you know how crazy that is?
Yeah,
When you have lava come out, it's like
it's from however
it's
far.
like hundreds of thousands of feet deep.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Did you see that there was like a giant
Liquid
volcano that
magma?
came up in the ocean the other day?
I did see that, and they have pictures of it from satellites.
Yeah, dude, it
like
looks
time
crazy.
lapse of what it looks
It
like.
looks like a nuke.
Is
It's
it the
so-
land? Is
it's
it
so
land
cool
building
looking.
up? Is it drying as it's
No.
coming up or not?
It like
It's just
erupted
lava?
in like huge mushroom cloud of ash and soot and stuff.
Oh wait, I
that
saw
came
that.
out
I
of it.
saw that. Yeah.
And it like created earthquakes that they were worried. Like I think the Pacific Coast,
Like
Japan,
tsunami warnings.
was it Australia? Like all of those were on tsunami watch. Yeah,
Hmm.
crazy. Do you have
And
like
that's the name of the
Yeah,
church thing you went to, right?
what? What?
Tsunami. I'm sorry.
Tsunami? What?
What was
Where
the
did that
acronym
come
you kept
from?
saying?
UM Army?
Yeah.
Tsunami.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, it looked. When I saw the picture, I
Turns
didn't.
out that's just someone recording their toilet.
All I saw was the picture on, I think it was Joe Rogan's Instagram. And I was like, who nuked the middle of the ocean? And then I read it and was like, oh my God, are you for real? That's
The
crazy.
ash is what's crazy is there's that much like floating all the way up. And
Yeah, dude. They were worried that it was going to like cover places. And you'd have
Mhm.
to
and
like,
mess up all the.
well, I mean, you'd probably just not be able to go outside for a while until it cleared. What?
That
These
does
are
look
the
like a
things
nuke.
in my
It looks like a
Jeep,
nuke,
Jeep,
dude.
Jeep.
I saw the picture of it and I was like, why did someone nuke the middle of the ocean? And then I started reading and I was like, oh, I legitimately thought like someone had deflected a nuke coming from somewhere and was like, where do we land it that it doesn't catastrophically change the
was
course
the
of
Iron
humanity? And it
They
was like,
used to
the middle of the ocean, the middle
They
of the
actually did
ocean.
that multiple times.
most of the nuclear tests that the United States conducted that weren't
Bikini
in
Atoll.
Nevada or Utah was out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean
How do you test that in Nevada or Utah? I've never understood that.
because it's literally just desert.
Because they could.
Well, yeah, but
Which it came out now, of course, that they gave probably hundreds of thousands of people cancer.
yeah, I mean,
now
you
they
just,
know that.
you just
Yeah.
think about like the size of the nuke and how much radiation that
Yeah.
put off like across the planet.
Well, that's kind
How-
of the thing. A lot of the smaller nukes that we had, the early tests were in the desert. It's whenever we started switching to the hydrogen bombs that were like megaton size. That's whenever they switched them to the ocean,
That's true.
or
yeah.
or testing them underground.
How do you test them in the ocean still? Are you just giving freaking radiation to all of the undersea life? So all of the fish and stuff that we eat is like,
Probably.
hello, I'm going to freak the crap out of you whenever I...
Yeah.
That's where SpongeBob came from.
Yeah.
That's why it's Bikini Bottom,
Literally.
because they tested all these nukes at Bikini Atoll.
I don't know, man. I think we do a lot of stupid stuff as Americans.
Well,
Or
the
just
Russians,
as
the
like-
Russians were doing
well,
it too.
I guess.
as
As
humans.
humans. Yeah, I guess I should make that even
That's
more
true.
broad than just
We
America.
The North
Yeah.
Koreans are still doing it.
Right.
Sheesh. We're all gonna die from freaking eating fish. That's how we
That's the
end.
prediction.
That's how we end humanity is from eating radioactive
Probably.
fish.
Probably.
Good grief, dude. We're
I mean, why not? You know?
yeah. I don't know.
Let's,
What a way to go.
Oh man.
So now that I'm the one that's choosing the next, or I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be the next podcast, but a future
it's whenever.
podcast.
Future podcast.
I already know what I'm going to do.
Well, yeah, but you already put that one on the list.
The
Yeah,
Trojan
but
horse?
it was my idea, so it counts.
Okay.
Have you looked at what it is?
no.
You may want to
Can
take
I-
it off.
Okay, I'll take it off.
That way nobody sees. But I already
Okay,
know it. I
so-
guess it really doesn't
So you don't
matter.
want me to say?
It's up to you.
Whatever you want to do. If you would like to tease it, it'll be in a couple weeks. We've
Okay.
got,
Or
I've
you
already,
can tell us afterwards.
I've already got a couple episodes for sure that
You know.
are planned.
So I saw a commercial. It was during one of the NFL games over the weekend, and KFC has come out with their what are they calling it?
They're
It's not Impossible. It's
Oh, Beyond Nuggets.
the Beyond
Yeah.
Nuggets,
The plant
Yep.
nuggets.
So we are
Yeah.
gonna do another taste test.
Okay.
This time not
of Beyond
with
Nuggets.
liquids, but we are gonna do their Beyond Nuggets.
Okay.
And I was thinking it would be nice to have a control. So I'll get some of their
Real nuggets.
regular nuggets
Cool.
as well.
I'd taste that.
So that's
I'd taste that.
my
I'd taste
idea.
that.
But if you
The
want, I
ultimate
can
fast food nugget.
I can get you some sweet lightning.
Dude, I would love that.
I can get the whole group
I'm
some
still
sweet
burping.
lightning. We can still bring the boots.
Heck yeah. Have you tried it before?
Yeah.
Have you tried it before? Have you tried it before, Christian?
Never.
Oh.
All
Oh
right.
yeah. Now let me say this before we leave to finish out the Mountain Dew thing. I've said this before on this podcast, but the real like unattainable forbidden fruit of Mountain Dew to me is they once came out with a Sangrita Blast,
Uh-huh.
which is a Mountain Dew Baja Blast that tastes like sangria.
Yeah. I remember when that
And
came out.
I never tasted it.
And it's probably never coming back.
I know, but I just know that would be my favorite.
You know which
know.
one I really want to try is the Cake Smash.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't heard of that one either.
That one was like only like online or something
Yeah,
stupid.
it was
like
only
that.
online and it was like super limited, I think. You can buy some on eBay, but it's like
Yeah, it's like
It's like-
it's stupidly marked up.
$50 for like a couple cans of it. Not that worth it.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, when I saw that one, I was like, oh my God, that sounds incredible. And then you couldn't order any.
That was like
It
the
was already
limited.
limited.
It was like a test thing or something.
it was some kind of like a birthday thing.
It was a promo thing, and it came with like a few other little like special things. I think if you ordered
I don't know,
a
maybe.
certain package, you know what I mean, like a little gift
Mm,
bag.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe someday I'll get to try Sangrita Blast. That's what I'm
Did that
hoping
only
for.
come out?
That's what I'm living for.
Did that only
What if
come
it
out?
was?
They might come
Was
out
that
with
only
it
at
again.
Taco Bell?
I don't even think it was at Taco Bell.
Do you think
It was
just,
in bottles. It was an exclusive, like,
Oh.
you know what I mean?
I remember it, but I didn't even really drink Baja Blast at that point.
I mean,
So I never even tried. I remember when that came out though, because it looked almost identical. It just said Sangrita.
I bet it was
I don't know. Maybe so.
good. Christian's coming in for more of the
Back for
the
more.
gingerbread. You might even say he's a gingerbread man.
Mm.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you guys for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, any of the above. We are so glad that you are here and you are enjoying our podcast. Leave us a review if you enjoyed this episode. Like this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
I like the snap.
Yes, you do like the snap, don't you? Pistachio. I want to say goodbye. Okay, we fed up. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.